Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. Let's go for a drive. I've got my black towel on the dash. I don't know what that's going to do. We're going to find out. I also got my windshield wipers on for just a minute. Wipe off some of the morning dew. Mountain Dew. But anyway, what we're going to talk about this morning is ordering an RV, the process. You know what I mean? Because I ordered a Casita, a new one, and now I've ordered a Class C RV from another place, obviously. So with the Casita, the travel trailer, you really have a lot of flexibility in getting exactly what you want. In other words, you can go down their little checklist of options, pick off the ones you want, and get what you want. Some of these other units, you can't do that because there's certain things that come with them that they're not willing to delete, okay? Because their factory is set up to assemble them a certain way and they don't want to delete certain things. So that can be difficult. But again, with the Casita travel trailer, not a problem at all. You know, you talk to the salesman, preferably Jonathan, tell him Rusty sent you. Won't help me a bit, but it'll sound good. And yeah, you just go down the ordering process, and I understand the delivery time on a Casita now is about a year. So that's a long time, and the price on them is around $25,000 or so. With the Class C, I contacted the dealership that sells the unit I wanted in El Dorado, Texas. It's called Motorhome Specialists, and in Texas, for sure, they have the best prices on motorhomes without a doubt. Okay, you can't beat them. And of course, their price was around, well, with taxes and everything, for the Class C, I ordered $65,000. It's a Thor, T-H-O-R, 4 winds, 22E on a Chevrolet chassis. And you have a choice. You can get a Ford chassis or a Chevrolet chassis. The Ford is a V10, the Chevrolet is a V8. And as far as, you know, for the size I got, that's the smallest one they make, the 22E. And that's what I wanted, with no slides. And I could do that, order it with no slides. But some of the things that came in packages, I couldn't get rid of. You know, like you can't get rid of the awning. You can't get rid of the little TV on the outside, the TV on the inside. That's all, you know, you just take it and throw it in the trash if you want to, because they might be able to do that, I was told, to delete those items, but it would delay the delivery process because that's a special run, or whatever you want to call it. If you just go with the old factory cut, you know, the old cookie cutter mold, then you're good, you know. And it doesn't, you don't lose that much money on it. I think I probably spent about $2,500 on extras I didn't want and may not use, but you know, they're there, they'll help the resale value and all of that. And as far as the lead time on the Class C, we've talked about it, you're looking at right now about 2 to 3 months on a Class C, which is good, I think. You know, in fact, they're fixing to start, they say they're going to start building mine this week, so we'll see about that. But yeah, you just, as far as getting a completely custom travel trailer or motorhome, you probably can, but it's going to be a little more of a process than you might want to fool with, okay? And also, you know, something I've never really thought much about is the resale, because I figure, you know, I'll just use it, and when I get ready to sell it, I'll just sell it, and if I take a hickey, I do. And that's my attitude about reselling RVs. But it is a beautiful day here in Texas, and now that we know how to order the RV, but here, the buying process with, I'll tell you, with Casita, you put up a $2,000 deposit, and with Casita, it's refundable up to a certain point, I think. Now with the motorhome specialist, you put up $5,000 and it's up front. There's no refund, even though they can resell that unit immediately upon arrival on their lot. They're not going to give you a refund. These people are in business to make a profit, and you're nothing but a customer, and they got plenty of them. You know, they actually, at Alvarado at Motorhome Specialist, they got a van that goes out to the airport and picks up people that are flying in to get their motorhomes. And I think they go once a day to the airport and pick up people. So that tells you how it's definitely a volume dealer. And that's good, because you get about a 34% discount off the MSRP, which is pretty good, and you can't hardly beat that. You might get a little off of that. I got a little off of it, not much, but I'm satisfied with the deal I got, because I feel like right now they've already gone up $4,000. I mentioned this in the video too, and so I feel like I could get my Class C RV and in this hot market sell it for a profit if I wanted to in the next year, but I don't want to, so that's the end of that. But we're on Highway 152 and I'm just cruising. It's a beautiful day. Notice how much traffic I have to deal with every day. You know, this is very stressful. You know, and believe me guys, I lived in, the largest city I ever lived in was San Antonio, Texas, and at the time I lived there, I think it was a little over 500,000 population. And yeah, Loop 410 and Loop 1604 and all that stuff. Well, they were building Loop 1604 when I was there. And but yeah, Loop 410 traffic could be hell, and I had to work right downtown in the Milan building. Yeah, so I see Hobla traffic. I remember many times sitting in bumper traffic for 45 minutes to get from where my home was out off Interstate 10 into the inner city of San Antonio was probably about 20 miles, 25 miles, and if there was no traffic, you could make it in 20 minutes. But with traffic, you could triple that or quadruple it. You know, and if it rained or there was an accident, you know, just Katie bar the door on that. So anyway, we're just cruising here. You may get a little road noise in the video. I don't know. I'm driving reasonably slow, but I'm not using the external mic because it doesn't seem to pick up sound as good as the mic on the phone itself. And I've mentioned that before too. So let's just enjoy the drive. I got me some chocolate almonds and I'll eat one while y'all are looking, while y'all are watching, because somebody made a comment the other day. They didn't listen to me. They just enjoyed the drive. And I've done that. I turn the sound off sometimes on video. And I really don't have anything super to say. Y'all did see that car go by, didn't you? That's one. We'll keep counting. Uno. Dark chocolate almonds and green tea are a good mate, good pair. More whiskey. This is Highway 152, or maybe it's Ranch Road 152. It goes to Castell, Texas. We've been on it a few times. The reason I come here is just a great Sunday drive. No traffic. I'm going 38 miles an hour. Nobody behind me. From this side, it seems like that towel is making quite a difference as far as the focusing on the 4A. This is a Pixel 4A phone that I'm using. Pixel, Pixel 4A, a Google phone, Android. Deer season opens Saturday next week, I believe. And this road will be busy because there's deer leases on both sides of this highway all the way for miles. And there will be thousands of people coming in here to go deer hunt. Llano, Texas will be a busy town November, December for sure. And the first part of January, maybe. The deer they hunt here are white-tailed deer. They're not a very big deer. If you kill a white-tailed buck and it field dressed 100 pounds, that would be a big one. Field dress means you gut it. Most of the people that come here to go hunting don't do that. They have a camp house or an RV they stay in. They'll have a camp cook, and they'll have some people there that whenever they knock a deer down or shoot a deer, there's people that come out, pick up the deer, put it in the back of a Jeep or whatever they've got, pick up, haul it back, string it up on either in a tree or whatever they've got, field dress it, quarter it, and if the owner has paid for it, they'll cut it up and put it in freezer wrap, or take it to a processing plant where you can mix pork with it and make sausage, venison and pork sausage. Venison, the deer meat by itself, is really dry. I've eaten a lot of it. It's good meat. Okay. I mean, it's lean, just like, you know, years ago when the Native Americans, the Aboriginals, or the original people here, were eating buffalo meat. That was extremely healthy. There was a lot of protein in it and very little fat. Longhorn cattle also is a lean meat. The black cattle, the Angus, they make good steaks, but the meat, and the reason is that there's a marbling in the meat, the fat. They call it marbling, and but it's not really all that healthy, but it's certainly tasty. Just a cruising, guys, just a cruising. I got a pot of beans on. Actually, this time I made me a pot of black-eyed peas for a little variety. Variety being the spice of life. Isn't this fun? I know y'all are excited. I'm going 35 miles an hour, guys. There's nobody behind me. Did another car pass? Is that two? Oh, a deer. I hope y'all saw that. I almost saw it too late. So if I'd been going 60 or 70 miles an hour, that deer would have been right in the windshield. Y'all would have got a good look at a white-tailed spiked buck. Now, whenever you're in this country, speeding is not the wisest choice. Because see, this is the rut, the mating season for the deer, white-tailed deer. And believe me, they're not looking. They got one thing on their mind, and it ain't you. Yeah, they do hunting season and mating season. I think that's kind of cruel. I mean, yo. But they did that because for two reasons. One, the deer are more active during the rut, obviously. And then two, there's such a large population of white-tailed deer that they become a nuisance. Their natural predators, which used to be wolves and coyotes, have been thinned out so much that they don't really have a natural predator. Now there's a few large mountain lions. There may be a few in here, but I doubt it. And a bobcat can't bring down a deer. He might bring down a doe, but he can't. A young one, but he can't bring down a full grown one. We'll go up here to Castell. I don't know how long this is going. We'll just let it go. It's just a Sunday morning drive. It'll keep you from watching the TV news for 15 or 20 minutes. Yeah, when I get my Class C, I'm still debating whether to keep this truck or not, but I'm not going to worry about making that decision until I've had the Class C for a few months. Because there's certainly no hurry. Here's a little phrase you can live by. If it is to be, it is up to me. Okay? If it is to be, it is up to me. Remember that one. And then another phrase that goes right along with that is nothing changes until you do. You know what I mean? If there's something you want to do to improve your life, you may have to make a change, or else nothing's going to change. And then the third thing is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. All of those phrases are good ones to have in your repertoire of thoughts. Why? Well, it'll help you. You know, when you start to do something, if you'll think, you know, if you go out to eat, for example, and you order a chicken fried steak with cream gravy, Texas toast, and French fries, and you want to lose weight, that's probably not your best choice. Rabbit food, or a lettuce, or a lettuce salad might be your best choice, but nobody wants to do that. That's too healthy. Well, we're getting close to Castell, I guess. I'm not sure. It's a pretty good drive out here. And I'm only going 30 miles an hour, 35, excuse me. Well, another car went by. How many is that? 3, 4? I'll end the video up here in a minute, guys. I don't know how far we are from Castell. There ain't nothing there anyway. One store and a post office. I drove out here to show y'all Vesterling Creek. We're just crossing Vesterling Creek. I knew you wanted to see that. So now that we've accomplished our objective, I'll pull over somewhere where I can and end the video. How about right here? And I'll turn around too and go back. How about them beans? This is a deer lease right here. Anyway, guys, that's a mesquite tree, ladies and gentlemen. That is a perfect example of a mesquite tree, a Texas mesquite. Deep taproot, good desert plant, sort of. Anyway, guys, from Central Texas, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Doesn't cost you 1 penny. Amazon takes care of me. Just click on the link. Go to Amazon, buy whatever the hell you want, and yeah, we're good. Drink plenty of water, take deep breaths, stretch, walk. You know, take care of your health. You know, just remember, eating out is expensive and it's unhealthy. Your choice. Anyway, guys, stand guard at the door of your mind. Adios. Bye bye.